guys, Dan23671 here. Today's review is on Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones on the PS2. Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones is an action-adventure video game developed and published by Ubisoft Montreal. It was released in December 2005 in North America for the Xbox, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 2 and the Nintendo GameCube, but was soon ported to the PSP and Wii, and a remastered high-definition version of The Two Thrones was released on the PlayStation Network for the PS3 on December 21st, 2010. Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones follows the second ending of Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, in which the prince kills the Dehaka, essentially saving Kailina. The game opens with the prince and Kailina about to sail into Babylon's port. Kailina offers narration of the events past and the story following, similar to the prince's role as both protagonist and narrator in The Sands of Time. The Two Thrones combines exploration and combat. Both elements make use of the prince's acrobatic capability and agility throughout much of the game. Also, the player must attempt to traverse the palace by running across walls, ascending or descending chasms, and by jumping back and forth between walls, avoiding traps, climbing structures, and jumping from platform to platform, making other types of leaps. Also, solving puzzles and using discovered objects can help you get more progressed. But, as the game goes on, this can get annoying. During combat, many of the same moves are vital to the player in other situations and can be put to use to overpower enemies. An example is the ability of the prince to rebound off walls in order to strike enemies. The player generally attacks enemies and blocks using a dagger, although other objects and factors, such as the Dagger of Time and its time control abilities, eventually prove to be critical to victory. In The Two Thrones, the prince's acrobatic skills have been improved. He is now able to launch himself off walls at 45-degree angles and strategically place vertical shutters. Also, he can slide down chutes and balance on swinging poles, among other things. The designers have also improved the stealth system. Instead of merely being able to do more damage when striking without being seen, The Two Thrones uses a speed kill system. If the player does not complete the speed kill, the enemy knocks him off and the speed kill fails. The amount of moves or the length of time required depends on how strong the opponents are. The same system is also used in some of the boss battles. The prince also develops a split personality known as the Dark Prince, and this alter ego constantly bickers with him in his mind about right or wrong. At times, the prince physically transforms into the Dark Prince. These transformations, however, are scripted and not controlled by the player. During these times, however, the prince retains control of his body, and the player still has control over the character. For most of the part, the prince's dark side is simply in a voice. The developers of The Two Thrones stated that they were aiming to make the game an equal blend of Ubisoft's two previous Prince of Persia titles. The first game, The Sands of Time, was relatively light in mood, while the second, Warrior Within, was significantly darker. The working title of The Two Thrones was Kindred Blades. Previews of the Kindred Blades show that it had a different story and a darker tone, more like Warrior Within. Many changes have been made to lighting and features such as mutilation and the presence of the medallion from Warrior Within. So, altogether, I give Prince of Persia, Two Thrones, 9.5 out of 10. Graphics 9 out of 10. Improved since other Prince of Persia titles. Playability 8.5 out of 10. A bit tricky at first, but the game controls get better more times played, and gameplay 10 out of 10. Improved massively since Prince of Persia Warrior Within. Well, that's all for my review on Prince of Persia The Two Thrones. See you next time. Goodbye.
Captured, tortured, and transformed. But the prince did not notice this. So focused was he on the vizier.